Hello, everybody. This is Bobby D of Sapna Toronto. Sapna Toronto. I did a video a couple seconds ago. I didn't like it, so I'm gonna do it again. You might see me do this from time to time if you ever tune into our live feeds, which really doesn't happen that often. But first and foremost, I hope everybody's having a great long weekend. Canada Day, the weather's beautiful, even though last night it was rather chilly, but at the same time, we have the entire summer to look forward to. But aside from that, I want to talk about something that kind of hit me this morning, and I really want to come out and talk about it. I just didn't know on what channel to talk about it on, but I figured that from the professional networking side, it could be something that might be of value to you. At least I hope so. I woke up a little later than expected this morning, and if there's anybody who hates me waking up late, would be my mother. She, obviously, is the type of person who has zero tolerance, and I love her for that because, without that, I wouldn't be driven or I wouldn't be programmed to wake up in the morning. Obviously, there's so many things that are happening this weekend. There's a lot of weddings. There's a lot of parties. People might have been out partying last night. People might have been at a wedding last night. Might be hungover. But at the same time, it can be hard to wake up early on a Saturday. Now, when I was a kid, I was not the active child. I was a child who would after school, I would go downstairs, put on the TV with a big bowl of chips and a glass of soda pop. And my idea of, a great event after school would be, just watching some after school specials while I'm throwing my physical and mental abilities out the window. Every other child would be playing sports. I wasn't really involved in sports when I was a kid. I was, unfortunately, when I was a kid, we were in a car accident, and after that, things just kind of spiraled and went. I kind of took a little bit of a downturn with my physical and mental abilities. However, people will say, don't regret anything that you do in life, and they're right. However, I'm also a firm believer that where you are right now is based on what you've done before. It's so hard not regretting things. Like it really is. Sometimes I wish I was programmed, to not regret things and just leave it behind. But obviously, I'm human, and I think about the past, and I sometimes I dwell upon things that I wish I would have done. I wish that I was a child who was more active. I wish I was involved in more sports. I wish that I was, using my physical capability to its fullest potential because we're not going to have the physical and mental abilities for the rest of our lives. There's going to be a time in our lives where our body's going to stop working, our minds are going to stop working, and if we're not using them now, we're going to regret using them when we get older. So I say this to you, and I say this to you with a sense of urgency. Stop being lazy. We're all gonna have our moments where we're out partying. We're all gonna have our moments where we're having a good time, and of course, sleeping in on a Saturday is not too bad. Sometimes it's always good to have a nice cozy bed. But you know what? Look at this. These are some of the things that God has given us. God has given us, these capabilities to make the most of. God has given us the potential and also the potential for us to do a lot better. And it's summertime. Come on, this is what better time is there to to be outside? We live in Canada. It's never warm like this, all the time. So get out there, play sports. Read more books. Keep getting better as you go along. And the root of getting better is to stop being lazy. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry if I was preaching too much, but at the same time, I just had to get it off my chest. But enjoy the rest of your long weekend, and we hope to connect with you guys at more SUPNA events. And if you ever want to be part of our professional spotlights and Wardrobe Wednesday, feel free to drop us a message on Facebook. Also, you can email us, which is info@supnatoronto.ca. Thank you so much. Mwah.